Okay, YouTube. How we doing, YouTube? You got my video, YouTube? How we doing, YouTube? Alright, video, YouTube. Alright, we're live. We are on the internet. Let's get going. Ba-da-ba-ba-bam-ba-dum-bam. Ba-da-ba-bam-bam-ba-dum-bam. What's up, gamers? And welcome back to Gran Turismo 2 Chill Stream. My name is Cody. I do this on occasion. What's the occasion today? The occasion today is I've been sitting on this video idea for a while. It's not going to be... It's not like good video material, so we're going to do it just as a stream. I like the design of this kind of car here. It's like a... It's like a two-door sports coupe with the sloped back and the long front. So I've got a couple of those that we're going to try out today. I've got the Toyota 2000 GT, the Nissan, then known as Datsun 240Z, and then the 84 Toyota Celica. I really like this design. I was trying to figure out what the hell to call it, and I think I'm going to call it a TV remote kind of car, because like it's got the thin part, the bump, and then it's got the flat underside where you put all the buttons. So these are TV remote cars. We're going to be doing the FR Cup, which is for cars that have a engine in the front and are driven by the rear wheels. And each of these cars has been tuned as close to 197 horsepower as possible without going over. It's like... you know, the Price is Right. We're as close as possible without going over. So, why 197 horsepower, Cody? Well, let me tell you. With exactly one exception, the cups in this game have a power threshold of 197 horsepower for their easiest races. So, for example, here the GT Japan circuit, 197 horsepower, it says right there in the top middle. So you can only enter a car that has 197 horsepower or less. If it has 198, it's out. If it has 200, it's out. So by tuning these cars to 197, they can enter just about every race in the game. It's kind of a fun challenge. There's other thresholds, of course, like 295. 391 is another common one. 591's and 394 and 591. I forget sometimes. But anyway, that's what we'll be doing. So now let's take a look at our lovely eligible bachelorettes. So the Datsun 240Z, it has been tuned to 197 on the dot. I did a real good job tuning this bad boy. It also weighs 2,048 pounds, so it's not very heavy either. Another thing I'm going to be looking at is the torque. So this at the very bottom, 182.9 foot-pounds of torque. So that's going to be its relative acceleration. How quickly can it get up to its top speed relative to its weight? So this one, 183 foot-pounds of torque, 2,000 pounds. Try and remember that. So then the 2000 GT, also a sports car, 2,300 pounds, a little bit heavier. Now what's its torque? 154. So the 2000 GT is a little bit weaker. So when we start this challenge, we're going to start with the Datsun because it's better. And then the cars are going to get worse over time. They're going to get worse over time, which makes the challenge harder for me. And then we have the Celica 84, 2,500 pounds. This is a hefty boy. But it has 194 foot-pounds of torque. So what do we do in a tiebreaker situation like this? We got the 2000 GT, not quite as heavy, but also not quite as torquey. And in my opinion, like given the choice between an expensive sports car and a relatively cheap consumer car, I'm going to assume that the expensive sports car handles better. It's just going to be the better car. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to race with the Datsun, then we're going to race with the 2000 GT if we can win with the Datsun, and then if we manage it with both, we're going to do the Celica 84. Now, I showed you earlier the race setup and the horsepower thresholds and all that. So what is the FR Cup? The FR Cup is exclusively for cars that are driven by the rear wheels, which all of these are. And you'll notice that the horsepower thresholds are much higher. So the easiest race is not going to be cars with 197 horsepower. It's going to be cars with 295 horsepower. And then we go up to almost 500. So we have our work cut out for us. Can we beat cars with 2.5 times our horsepower? I dare say, gamer, that it's possible. But only one way to find out. Okay. So I did a bunch of tuning off stream for these because I don't want to be on stream derping around for 2 hours getting all this ready. Like, that's it's literally called tuning. You know, like if you're doing a live concert, you don't want to be tuning your guitar on stage. You want to do all the tuning off of there. The tuning was then, the performance is now. We are performing right now. So, tires, super softs on both, because the drive wheels are your rear and the turning wheels are your front. So every tire needs grip on an FR. And then the horsepower upgrades, basically just whatever I could finagle to get it close to 197. Full weight reduction, obviously like the transmission, the suspension, everything else I could optimize that wasn't horsepower has been optimized. And then the suspension, I kind of did a standard thing for all of them. So the spring rate, relatively soft, harder on the rear. The ride height has been maxed out at the rear, which improves acceleration. Dampers, this is my preference. Camber, my preference. Toe maximizes their ability to turn. Stabilizer, my preference. Brakes, my preference. The gears, every single car has used the gear trick because all of these cars have the potential for a ton of horsepower. So I needed to shorten the gears to make the best use of its power band. So I don't know if the gear trick is necessary on these cars if you're maxing them out horsepower wise, but for the low horsepowers we're using, definitely need the gear trick. Can't modify the downforce. Limited slip is my preference. So just so you know, this suspension is what I did with all of them. And basically, like, they're gonna handle roughly the same, but if I need to change it, then we can change it. But here we go. Clubman. So this is the short version of the Clubman stage. Well, that's why it's called Clubman, because otherwise it's special stage. But anyway, it's the only one that Clubman and special stage, like, one's just a shortened version of the other. It's the stage that takes place at night. I really enjoy it. And a lot of the cars, they have their headlights on, but also the cars with pop-up lights. Ah, crap. Well, that's one loss. Anyway. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, welcome in, welcome in. I'm doing races in the FR Cup using cars that look like upside-down TV remotes. These sports coupes with like the long fronts and the slanted back ends. I only have 197 horsepower on each car I'll be using. I just started, so we're only gonna have to beat up cars with 300 horsepower. But I think we got it. I think we've got a shot. Yeah, so of the cars I've picked for this challenge, the Datsun is by far the best, even at 197 horsepower. So I have no doubt that we're gonna breeze through these, get accustomed to the tracks, and then we'll be using harder and crappier cars. This stream could be 30 minutes, it could be 2 hours. It depends on how long it takes for me to beat them with my my little roster I've got. Yink. Oh, that was beautiful, beautiful drift. Let's go. I think one of the issues I'm having with this is the gears are a little bit too long. The gears are just a teeny tiny bit too long. Oh, man. Yeah, you don't know how long the gears are till you take it off the test track. Because there's not a lot of tracks that just give you 1,000 meters of flat track. So, ah, crap. Let's go. We're making it happen. All right, easy peasy lemon squeezy. One race in the bag. Gonna speed this up a little bit. Yes, yes, I know I'm excellent, thank you. All right, round 2. We're gonna step things up just a teeny tiny bit. We go from facing cars with 300 horsepower to cars with 440. So, over double. Over double my horsepower. And we're doing Special Stage R5, which is just the longer version of Clubman. So, longer race, tighter turns, more stuff going on. But I think we got it. We are professional gamers here. I have no doubt in my ability to execute. So let's get going. That's one little optimization I did do on the test track is the first gear is usable, and also like when you accelerate it, like the car peels out, the tires burn or whatever, but it doesn't touch red line. I'm not forced to shift up or do any weird shenanigans. I just hold down the X button, the car works itself out. Ah, crap. Yeah, I just hold down the X button, the car figures itself out, and then when it's ready, it goes up to red line and I can shift up. I'm very proud of that. Very, very proud of that. Ah, crap. Alright, good recovery. Here's a really annoying hairpin. Yeah, and this game's AI is not shy in letting you know when you made a mistake. Because if you touch a wall, they try and pass you. Yep. If they don't like how you decelerated or shifted gears in a corner, they will pass you. Like, it's rubber banding, but it's fair because they base it on objective criteria. Like, well, you screwed up, and because we saw that you screwed up, we're gonna pass you now. Or just in this case, we're on a straightaway, and these cars are just straight up better, so I gotta cut them off. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Ah, crap. Okay. So, oh jeez, this is gonna be a big challenge, right? So I gotta build up enough of a lead on these winding sections that I can properly overtake them for the final straightaway. It's just gonna be, you know, how much of a lead can I build in the meantime? Well, I'm not gonna build a lead that way. Definitely not gonna build a lead that way. Let's get going. No, 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 no. Ah, come on. Oh, that was awful. Goodness gracious. I had so much lead there, and I just threw it all away. Okay, well. So I'm in the lead right now, but we're coming up to the final straightaway, and they're absolutely going to torch me on this straightaway. Unless I have the heart of a champion. Alright, alright. Alright, you chuckleheads. What's it gonna be? Oh, they're backing off! They're backing off! Oh, that's not fulfilling. After everything they did. After all that hullabaloo on the first lap, they just said, nah, it's all good, man. We're gonna let you win. I don't like that. I don't like that, but we're gonna keep going. I don't like that, but we're gonna keep going. We've got, we can redeem ourselves with more difficult cars, for sure. Anyway, Midfield Raceway. Now all the other cars have 500 horsepower, a little bit more, but now we're on a different course entirely. Not a problem for me, though, because you see, I'm a gamer. Anyway, let's get going. I don't see the Corvette here. There's two cars you want to watch out for on this track specifically. It's the Corvette and the Speed 6. And if we see either of those cars, we have a genuine challenge ahead of us. Now, I can identify the Corvette on sight because it's blue with a white stripe, but I can't identify the Speed 6 on sight. But, I mean, we're losing, so we're facing somebody good. Beautiful drift. Let's go. There we go, just cut under him. We're getting there. Come on. Let's get going. Oh, yep, we got it, we got it, we got it. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Can then climb this hill, no problem. Because, again, I'm light. Very light. But now, again, got a straightaway. I might get torched here. You better not. You better not. Okay. Well, that was lap 1, not lap 2. So, I'm okay with that. Good drift. Okay, I think we got this. I think we've got this. I said I think we've got this. Don't make me a liar, game. Did you know I have other weaker cars I have to do this with? Could you please just back off a little tiny bit? You're making it seem like the next hour is going to be torture trying to win with these cars, man. Stop it. It's time to stop. Oh my god, stop it. Okay, okay. So, it's this hairpin, and then it's uphill. So, what's this guy gonna do? Man, the brakes on this are not great. Yeah, I don't think I could beat this guy in the hill climb. I'm not beating this guy in the hill climb, and I'm not beating him on the straightaway. Alright, was that the Speed 6? Tell me that was the Speed 6. Tell me that was the Speed 6 so I can rest easy at night. I don't want to have been owned by something worse. 248, god damn. It was the Speed 6, okay. Goodness gracious. Let's try that again. This does not bode well. We can do it, though. We can absolutely do it. I've got no worries. Okay, there's the Corvette. Again, I can't pick out the Speed 6 in a lineup because it looks like every other damn car. But I think it's the yellow car ahead of us. So we might be facing both a Corvette and a Speed 6. We might be just coming in last. Alright. We got this, folks. We got this. I said we got this. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And that's what makes me the based Chad, and you the cringe soy jack. Anyway. Up, up, up. Okay, good fishtail. Game doesn't agree. They're sending someone after me right now, but... Okay, so lap 1. Okay. Holding our ground pretty well here. You vultures! Anyway. Well, this is good. This is a good angle. This is why you brake. This is why you want to brake. That's been, like, the toughest thing to learn about Gran Turismo specifically. Because, like, I grew up on Mario Kart, right? And playing Mario Kart, you basically never hit the brakes. The only time you hit the brakes is when you, like, run over a banana and you want to recover before you spin out. But in Gran Turismo, like, you have to brake before a turn. The physics will carry you into the wall otherwise. You must slow down, and you are rewarded for properly slowing down by keeping a ton of momentum through the turn. See, like this. Like, I'm cautiously turning. I have a very short turning radius. I spend very little time in that corner, and then I get the heck out really fast. So, the last time I did this was a 248. It was a 248, so what are we looking at now? 5, 6, 7. Yeah! Whole second faster. Let's go! And there was the Speed 6 and a Corvette. Gee, yep. Yeah, Corvette Grand Sport 96. Let's go. So I beat both the Corvette and the Speed 6. Legitimate run. You saw it here first. Well, I'm the only one who did it, but you get my point. You get my point. I did it. So next car is going to be the Toyota 2000 GT. So similar thing. Like, honest to God, this looks like a TV remote flipped upside down. Like, anyway. FR challenge. But, yeah, I follow a YouTuber named T. Kanji, and he does excellent Gran Turismo content. And what I like about each of the videos he makes is that he always puts the toughest opponent in the video. So, whenever you see, like, T. Kanji do a challenge race, like Apricot Hill Endurance, he's facing the Ford GT40, which is the fastest car in that lineup. So it's not like, you know, he manipulated the lineup to get, you know, a crappy result. He said, no, this is the toughest car. I'm going to beat the toughest car with my little setup here. Now, you could beat you could beat Apricot Hill with a weaker car, if you took the GT40 out, but I think that kind of ruins the excitement for people. You know, they want to see you slay the dragon. They want to see the most skilled opponent be defeated. But anyway, oh yeah, the GTS pop-up lights. When we get to the straightaway, I'll switch to the forward cam, and you get to see the pop-up lights. It's great. I swear it's great. Come on. I'm getting bamboozled here. Alright, anyway, so the pop-up lights, 3, 2, 1. Isn't that so freaking cool? And they look like real halogen lamps. They got that smearing on them, where it's like white but then yellow on the sides. And also like the striping, because I remember that. Anyway. Anyway, this car, acting very similar to the Datsun, but I mean, I also tuned it very similarly. Oh, I didn't show the tuning on stream. Okay, yeah. After this race, I'll show the tuning, and you'll find it to be very similar. Great drift, excellent drift. Yeah, I've watched a couple vids from other creators about Gran Turismo, and they mentioned that like GT2 has the best balance of arcade and realistic handling, and what that means is if you're driving in FR, you're very likely to slide out. But because I only play Gran Turismo 2 and not the other games, I've grown accustomed to the game's physics, and I can do power sliding in. Oh, I love those halogens. Yeah, I can power slide pretty good. That is beautiful graphic artistry. Those halogens, like yeah, you had to know, you had to be there. Anyway, that's race 1. But of course, because I'm a god gamer, so now special stage R5. So here's the settings. So again, super soft tires. Every little thing I had to do to get it up to 197 horsepower without going over. Stage 3 weight reduction. And then again, the springs, 4 and 9.5. Ride height, minimized in front, maximized in the rear. Dampers my preference, camber my preference, toe, best toe, brakes my preference. Gear, again, had to use the gear trick because the horsepower is just so darn low. I don't need a giant range of gearing. I need to find the power band, use the tippy top of the power band to get me to like 130 miles an hour as quickly as possible. Then the LSD, also my preference. Limited slip differential, by the way, Google. Yeah, so there you go. Oh, what else was I gonna do? I think that was it. So stage R5, bam. Let's get going. Oh yeah, okay, so next race I can show the power band and explain all of that, because I haven't yet. Yeah, I'm looking back at the record for this stream. It's like, yeah, I needed 7 minutes. I needed 7 minutes to explain everything before I could start a darn race. It's like, okay, so this whole thing is cool, and I need you to, like, you know, learn a bunch of stuff about Gran Turismo 2 in order to understand the proper context to make it cool. Alright, so, yeah. What the heck car are you? Nope. Oh, I almost had that. Jiminy Christmas. Alright, here comes the hairpin. Here comes the twister. Alright. I think we got it. Okay. Oh no, now there's 2 of them. I don't know if the game does this on purpose, but like when you get near a corner, they just get in your ear like buzzards. Okay, this is only lap 1. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, things are fine. Alright. Oh, I love that janky-ass PS1 backdrop. Man. I remember, like, when I was a kid, like 6th, 7th grade, this blew my mind. Because this is like the turn of the millennium, you know, we just switched from the cartridge age to the CD age, you know, the 3D age. Like, Secret of Mana was a beautiful, beautiful game, and then we went from that to this, and it's like, holy smokes, man. Video games are going to be so awesome in the future. And they were for a little bit. Not gonna deny it, they were for a little bit. Oh, man. I guess gaming is still great. It's kind of like film. You gotta go looking for the weird and cool stuff now. That's it. You know, you have a developed media field, then you gotta work a little bit harder for your stuff. But anyway. Oh, don't spin out! Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, okay. That was beautiful. Alright. So they're passing me again. I'm not liking this at all. Come on. Come on. I'm toast. I'm toast. Because I'm not going to be able to beat him on this straightaway. I'm absolutely cooked. It's not happening, chat. But that just means we get to try again. We just... Okay. So, yeah, second place. Alright, and I don't want to watch the whole ending cutscene with the race results. We're just gonna try again. Try again. Okay. Let's go. Alright, so... I'm not sure if it was a car roster issue or not, because like I'm facing dark cars on a dark background. You know, it's like trying to find a polar bear in the snow. I guess if I had watched the ending cutscene, I would have seen like what car kicked my butt so thoroughly, but I'm not sure that it entirely matters. Not quite sure that it entirely matters, but we'll try again. Oh, that was beautiful. Let's go. Go, Speed Racer. Alright. That's really the trick, is just don't completely beef the hairpin. Like, you can be sloppy, but don't completely beef it. Okay, so now... See, this... Ooh! That was sloppy. Oh, now I beefed it. I hit the stupid corner. Oh, man. I almost saved that. Come on, dude. Oh, well. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Okay. So, assuming that I don't win, what can I change? Because, like, you look at that peak speed, I'm at 141 miles an hour, I'm at red line, so optimizing my gears isn't gonna do it, but I do lose control on the windy bits, so... Like, is that a technique issue? Should I be braking more? Is this something where I need to adjust the wheel camber or the squishiness of the springs? We got to get it done. That's just straight up, we got to get it done. How are we going to get it done? I'm begging you, how do we get this done, chat? Alright, come on. Alright. We're still in the lead. Don't beef it. They're going to catch up to you. It's fine. Just don't beef it. For the love of Pete. Yes, they're gonna... Yeah, you're coming. You're like the frickin' TIE fighters in Star Wars. I hear you, but I can't let you shake me. I gotta get this done. Use the Force, Luke. Alright. Alright. Oh, we're good. We smoked them. GG, WP, no re. And, well, bam. Yeah. So, if I can beef that and still do pretty good, then that bodes well for the Celica. Yeah, because Skyline, no one's gonna say I did a bad job if I beat a Skyline. Anyway. So that's that. Now we move on to Midfield Raceway. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm still... I know this is just a silly thing to fawn over, but I love how they did the halogen lights for this 2000 GT, because... like, it's probably the only car that uses them. And there's 500 cars in this game. But somebody cared enough and said, no, I'm going to render the 2000 GT's halogens correctly for this one stage, for this one car, out of 20 stages and out of 500 cars. Like, there's love in this game. And I've made that argument, like, on my podcast a couple times, you know, for like 8 years ago, is like, it doesn't, like making a game, like, a lot of people get 80% of the way there, but those little touches, that's what makes your game stand out. That's what makes it special. There we go. And it's that extra 20%, that polish, that where it really matters. So like, you know, the lights on this car, or like voice acting in a visual novel, or like special animations in a game. Like, I've talked about Final Fantasy Tactics before. Like, in Final Fantasy Tactics, every cutscene has a unique animation. Ah, shoot. Whether it's like Ramza playing a flute made out of grass, you know, he picks the grass out and plays the flute. Or if it's Delita punching Algus in the face. Like, those are memorable moments because they don't happen anywhere else in the game. They took time and effort to create, and I love that. I love that so much. Anyway. Let's get going. Try this again. There's the Corvette. We're gonna beat this Corvette, chat. We're gonna do it. We are absolutely gonna beat this Corvette. No doubt in my mind we are beating this Corvette. See, he's blocked by traffic, but I am invincible. Anyway. We're gonna get there. Beautiful drift, beautiful drift. Alright, we got it. Who's this chucklehead? You're not even the Corvette. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you doing? Get out of here. Alright, slow down. Slow down. There we go. And honestly, like, cutting through the grass like that is still better than the way I was doing it earlier, where like I'm at the far end of the hairpin and I'm wiggling my way around it. Like, no, we're spending as little time in the hairpin as possible so I can go back to slamming on the gas and getting this thing back up to speed. Like, that's the good thing to do. But anyway. And I had just enough to outlast him in the straightaway, so come on. Nice. Okay, this bodes well. This bodes very well. I think we have a shot here. Nope. Please don't. Please do not. Do not. Thank you. Okay, we're going. We're going. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. Ah, crud. Okay, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. We're gonna try again. Yes, there are many factors at play in Gran Turismo. There is your choice of car, the engine placement, the drive wheels, the length, the width, the height of the car, what you do to the suspension, what you do to the transmission, the tires, whether or not you put a racing modification on it for aerodynamics. But the most important factor at play whenever you are racing in Gran Turismo 2 is the hubris of the person holding the controller. It does not matter what car you drive if you carry too much hubris. Because at any point, you can beef it. At any point. You could be vegetarian, you'll still find a way to beef it. Anyway. Okay, here comes that hairpin again. I hope we've all learned a valuable lesson. Brake. Brake again. Okay, that is the best I've ever done it. I don't think I'm going to do any better than that, quite literally. But then I'm going to beef it immediately afterwards. Now I screwed up the easy part. Alright, we'll be alright though, we'll be alright. I think we got this, I think we got this. Let's go. I am facing the Speed 6 again. Which kind of stinks, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Because if I'm not here to beat the best car, then who am I here to beat? Beautiful drift, by the way. We'll get there. Don't. Ah, man. This is one of the issues with doing an underpowered car. It's like, if you can just barely beat them, then they're just gonna step in front of you, and then your nose just bumps their rear end, and then it's game over. Like, ugh. But here, okay, we're gonna be a little aggressive. Yep, you have to slow down. I cut you off. All right. I think we've got it. Now, question is, do I have enough time, do I have enough distance where I can get there before the Speed 6 overtakes me? That's the real question. It's gonna come down to this. The answer, oh yeah, that's right. You're stuck. I win. Oh wow, the Speed 6 isn't even the fastest car. There's another TVR here, and then of course there's an RX-7. Of course. I should have known that there'd be an RX-7. But anyway, we did it. We did it. Well done. So, next on the docket. Next on the docket is the Toyota Celica 84. Assuming the game loads. What's going on, game? Why are you stopped, game? Why is the game stopped? There we go. Okay, we're good. Okay. So now, Celica 84. Let's get in here. Let's get into the Celica 84. Last car for the Cup. So I foresee no issues with the Celica 84. I never showed the darn 2000 GT settings. But anyway, super soft tires, just like the 2000 GT, racing, just whatever I could do to get it to around 197 horsepower without going over. Stage 3 weight reduction, as we've gone over before. Again, ride height, tow camber, everything's basically the same. Brakes, same. Gear, again, use the gear trick, because 197 horsepower, we don't need all of the gear range that the full gear range provides us. We just got to optimize for the little tiny bit of the power band. And then limited slip, again, my preference. Oh yeah, let me show you the power band too. So this is the power band. So the orange line is your horsepower. That's how fast the thing is spinning. On the right in blue is your torque, as in like how much power are the wheels getting. So you want to optimize the car for the torque and the horsepower, but around like 4,000 to 5,000 RPM. So I don't care about the rest of the power band. I want my gears to be between 4,000 and 5,000 RPM and to get me through them as fast as possible to get to my maximum speed of like 132 miles an hour. We don't go fast, but we got to get there fast. So that's what this is all for. This is the last car I plan to use for the FR Cup. the Toyota Celica 84. I mean, they're all weak cars, but this one is not a sports car. So we'll see what happens. It's also got a terrible red line, because, here, I'll let it go. I'll let it go up. Just past 6. Oh, no, it can't. Oh, no. So, yeah. Yeah, like the 2000 GT, the Datsun, they had much higher rev limits. This one, you got to be a little bit trickier with the gearing. Also, if it's kind of hard to tell, but the Celica is actually a fair bit larger than the other two. So it's heavier, it's larger, it's a boat. I'm driving a big, slow boat. I was talking with someone last night about it, and they said that it looks like the Tofu delivery car, and they're not wrong. This is an 80s Toyota, but the Terreno is a little bit smaller than the Celica. This does have the pop-up lights, though. It's very, very spiffy. Very spiffy. And if I do this right, we might see some initial D shenanigans. Depends on how the hairpins go in the next 2 tracks. So, yeah. It's good. Yeah, because this car is larger, it's got a wider wheelbase than the other two. It's harder to make it, like, power slide and spin out and all that fun stuff. But there's a little bit there. We got a little. We got a little. We got to worry about just beating this one first, though. Let's see. There we go. Okay. All right. We just got it through there, just barely. All right. What are you doing? Yeah. Hey, we're fine. All right, we did it. That's one race. One race on the docket. So, I'm not sure our competition was like exemplary competition, but we did it. So on to the next race, special stage R5, which is the same stage but longer. Also more difficult cars. So my cars are capped at 197 horsepower or less. I just faced cars with 300. Now we're up to 443. Bam. Even more difficult. We'll be all right. Two, one. You have no chance to survive. Make your time. Oh yeah, the gearing on this too, like when I took off, like same as the last two, I just hold down the gas button and then the thing spins out, it handles all of its gremlins, and then it's still in first gear when it handles its gremlins, so I can safely shift up to 2. Come on, turn! Oh, beautiful power slide, let's go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful power slide. Yep. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Oh yeah, look at that power slide. That is fantastic. We're getting it, man. We're not delivering tofu, we're delivering W's here. Although I am getting deja vu, I've been running in this place before, high among the street. Just how it be sometimes. Okay, that is 1 lap done. Just don't beef it. We've been having this problem. There's too much protein and cholesterol in our diet. There's too much beef. We gotta stop beefing it. We can't let these other cars scare us. That's a problem too. They're all buzzing. They're like... Haters are like crickets. It's probably not the right metaphor. Because when they're making noises when I'm close to seeing them. Oh well. I want my haters in the rear view where they belong. Anyway. Now this one has a wide enough wheelbase that I can, like, force the inner tire to lose traction. That's intriguing. Oh no, we're gonna lose it, we're gonna lose it. Nope, 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 nope. Oh no. I think the guy behind me is a little too close. I'm not sure about this one, lads. I think I'm cooked, but we're gonna try. Part of the champion and all that. Oh, there's two. There's two. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're not freaking doing it. You're not 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 doing it. Oh my goodness gracious. Woo. Okay. Woo. 1/10 of a second. Oh my god, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. But we did it though. We did it. Doesn't matter if it's by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. Anyway. Mission complete. So now we do midfield with the 84 Celica. And heaven help us if we see the Speed 6, the Corvette, or the RX-7, or like... There's so many good freaking cars, man. They need to stop. Stop. Anyway. See... Ah, beautiful. That's the good gearing. That's the good gearing. I like doing that. So here we are. Yep. Last car, last race. The Toyota Celica 84. After this, I get to end the stream and have a nice bowl of soup. We got it, but don't beef the hairpin. Whatever you do, don't beef the hairpin. I'm asking nicely. Don't let them force you to beef the hairpin. We did it. Okay. But we're still getting our butts kicked. I'm not sure the Celica is the right car for... Oh, come on, come on. Okay, so the Celica's got good torque for climbing the hill, but now they're going to pull away. All right. Yeah, 197 horsepower may not be enough. It may not be the right call. We can always increase the horsepower. That's not an issue. Well, that third gear is really well optimized for that turn. Not intended, but very nice. Not intended, but very nice. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to have to run this one again. Because, like, yeah, I feel confident about beating these two, but that one up there, like... Alright. You don't understand. I smashed into him on purpose. Yeah, the gears are really well optimized for midfield. Okay, I did not intend that. Because, like, I'm not at red line I'm not at redline. Well, I mean, I'm at redline, but I'm not hitting the limiter. Like, the car knows how much speed it can go, it can give through those corners, and it has just enough. So it's not losing the curvature, but it's not wasting unnecessary speed. So yeah, you guys are cooked. First try, GG, bam. And that was the Speed 6 and the Griffith and the RX-7. I mean, the total time is a 2:51, so that was slower than the Datsun, because the Datsun was a 2:49. But like, the rubber banding is what it be, man. If you just you drive mistake free, they give you a little bit of leeway. I've done endurance challenges before where the game was allowing me to win, but then the second like I tapped a wall or went off road, the game's like, nah, we're gonna plant first place 5 feet ahead of you, and you're never gonna beat him. But I was also using a car that was like super duper underpowered, so the car was like the game was just being nice. It was being nice until it couldn't be nice anymore. I got one bonus one. I got one bonus one that I'll do. We're gonna do my BMW. So, 4,000 pounds. So this is twice as heavy as the Datsun. And I'm also going to lop off 100 horsepower. So it's going to have like 300 when it goes in. So, like, technically it will have 100 more horsepower, but it also weighs twice as much. It's a boat. I'm going to be driving a boat. Anyway, FR challenge. So down to 327, down to 300. So there you go, 300, and then there's my power band. The torque peaks really good at like 4, but the horsepower needs time to catch up. So yeah, not the world's greatest power band, but anyway, let's get going. No, not test run. No, not test run. We're gonna beat these fools. Ugh. Oh, I did. Son of a gun. I never redid the gearing. This thing assumes it has 400 horsepower. So, remember what I said about optimizing the transmission? Yeah, this is what I mean. So, like, when you have the appropriate torque and horsepower to get through these gears quickly, then that's when you want these long gears. You want the long gears for when you have the engine capacity, but here, like, I didn't even get into 5th gear. This thing has 5 gears. Yeah, so we're gonna be extremely sluggish. Come on. Come on, I know you can do it. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, because this car is so heavy, I'm not even messing with the gas pedal right now. We just got to get into position. Assume the position. Let's go. All right. All right, there we go. We did it. We're there. Okay, now time to play. Do I hit 5th gear? I doubt it. I doubt it. But maybe. There you go. I was in 5th gear for like 2 seconds. Oh, jeez. I'm right behind me, too. But yeah, my top speed, again, like 135. Like, not much has changed. What's changed is I'm driving a car that's 4,000 pounds. So my brakes are both better and worse. Because I'm heavier, it forces the front wheels down more and can make braking more effective. However, I'm heavier, which means there's more mass that it has to stop. They both introduce weird quirks to the physics. But also turning, oh my goodness, turning. So it's hard to turn something this heavy and this wide, and then, and this long, this wide, this heavy, this long. And then after you start turning it, it's hard to get it to stop because it commits to the turns. It commits all 4,000 of its pounds to the turn. Yeah. But I think we got it. We might just have it. This poor thing. This poor unoptimized thing, it might just have it. Bam! Alright. We did it, gamers. That's it. The FR Cup with 4 underpowered cars. I hope you've enjoyed this little exhibition. Ugh. I don't know when my next stream will be, but I enjoy having streams when I need to chill, when I need to relax. When there are things that, like, the world is telling me I need to pay attention to, and I want to create joy instead. And it's not like it's being ignorant of the situation. It's like when a rich friend invites you to a party and all they want to do is like shove in your face how rich they are. Like, why would I waste my time and my energy on that? Why would I not instead do something that makes me happy? So that's the message that I am taking into 2025. If it's useful for you, great. But anyway, yeah, just keep spreading that love, spreading that joy, because we're not going to get through this by simply despairing about it. But yeah, catch you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.